Alrighty, so over the past few weeks there's been a lot going on with the bees. First off, they had a big hive beetle problem. So to cope with that, I put 2 beetle blasters in originally, and then I bumped that up to 4 because it wasn't really working fast enough and I wanted this problem to be gone. There was also a big yellow jacket problem. Saw a bunch of them outside the hive one day, and then when we did the hive inspection, it was just chaos. Like, there was no eggs, larvae, or brood left in the hive because the yellow jackets had eaten that. And then the only thing left in the hive was just frames that had channels dug through them, as well as just bees. So it was just bees in an empty hive. But we built a yellow jacket trap by taking a box of cat food and soapy water, and we drill holed in the lid of the box. We smeared the cat food on the inside of the lid so that when the yellow jackets flew through the holes, they'd try to go and eat the cat food, and then they just fall down into the soapy water when they tried to take off. And then we filled up the bottom with soapy water, and it actually worked pretty well. We caught quite a few yellow jackets, but the only problem is the water turned black after like 3 days, and it was just disgusting, so we just decided to dump it out. Last week I was actually planning to make this video, but my camera died, and while I was doing the hive inspection, I actually saw the queen, and I started recording showing that the queen was there, but it only took 1 picture. And if you see on the bottom right of the frame, there's that cluster of bees. It's pretty blurry, you can't see the queen, but that's where she was. So yeah, she's pretty big, she looks great, and last week when I did the hive inspection, the hive was looking super good. I put an entrance reducer on them too to help with the yellow jackets, just so that they had less area to defend, and that also worked great. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna go out there, see how they're doing. Oh, and I also bought a new bee suit just because my other one was extremely hot, and like it got completely destroyed. Like, we put in the washer, and the wire in the veil just completely ripped out. Like, I've had to fix the zipper like 4 times, and there's just no ventilation, and it's super hot. But a new one, and it seems to be working super well. It's ventilated, and I don't know, I really like it. I did a hive inspection with it last week, and it worked great. So yeah, so I'll just get the veil on, and we're ready to go out there. Just from first looks, it doesn't look like they have the population that they did. Pretty good for this beetle blaster. It's only been in there for like 2 weeks. And this one's been in there for about 3 weeks. Alright, there's nothing on frame 1, just drawn comb. That's super weird. It looks like we have a laying worker colony. Right here in the middle of this frame, there's eggs, but they're not laid in the center. They're laid on the sides. So I don't know what that is. That's very suspicious to me. This frame's looking super weird. It's like glossy on the capped honey. Like, it looks like it's spilled or something. I have no idea what that could be. And there's still, it looks like there's more eggs laid on the sides here, and the laying pattern's terrible. There's multiple eggs in some frames. That's super weird. There's more like channels dug in the frame, and everything's super wet. Same with that side. That looks super weird. Is that like hive beetles or something? I think this frame had eggs on it last time, and now it's just the glossy thing with some of those weird like sidewall eggs. I literally don't know what's happening, because I saw a queen last week. How could their queen have gotten injured or died or anything? What in the world? There's these things on the bottom. Is that like bee poop or something? But there's a bunch of them. Dang, I dropped it. Okay, there's definitely something wrong with this hive. I'm positive there were eggs on this frame. Now there's none, and like it was chewed apart by something. I definitely don't think that was hive beetles. How could that have been yellow jackets? Oh man, there's a dead body of something in here. What type of insect is that? That is not a bee. This is definitely not a bee. I'm gonna leave that right there for afterward. There's no eggs in here either, which this frame most definitely had eggs last time. I think that's 2 weeks. crazy. No, this one was 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks, and the other one I just had was 3 weeks. Super weird. The colony is all pushed off to like one side, and they're all over here. There's like no bees over here, a ton of bees over here. So weird. There's so many bees over here, and this frame is destroyed also. Literally what happened here. Super weird. There's a bunch of bees on this empty frame. I think it's because the entrance was over here and they were trying to protect from the yellow jackets, but they're all fanning like crazy. And there's a bunch of bees on an empty frame. I'm trying to find the queen. I can't find her yet. There's also a ton of bees on this wall right here, so there's a really good chance she could be on the wall. I don't see her on this frame. Yeah, I don't see her. I'm gonna put it back. This was disappointing. Alright, so I'm done with the hive inspection. It was pretty bad, honestly. They were, like the population was down. There were multiple frames of eggs and brood last time, but now there's nothing. So that kind of sucks. I might have a laying worker colony. I didn't see a queen this time, but there were multiple eggs in some of the cells on the sides, and that's like typical. The queen wouldn't have done that. So I think we might have like some laying workers, which is super weird. I don't know why. I literally just saw a queen. Got a lot of drama going on in the beehive. I moved the introducer to the smallest level, hoping that'll maybe take a little bit of stress off the hive. The comb was destroyed still, and it was super glossy, which was extremely weird. And then, I found like the carcass of a different insect in there. So let's go look at that. This is what I found. This is like, that's the head. And there's like the body. That's definitely not a bee. If you know what that is, please leave that in the comments below. That could just be like a yellow jacket, but I don't know. What could that be?